Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Next Level Podcast. I'm your girl, Bonnie Banks, and we're going to have Noah Scharf on to talk about his new single called Crime. So he'll be on here to chat with us about it. It's got that nice, good feel, like good music. I like it.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. What's up?
Not a lot. You're outside. Looks like good weather out there.
Yeah, it's nice. It's like fall right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, it feels good. Where are you at right now, Atlanta?
Yes, ma'am. ATL,
okay,
Georgia.
Perfect. Big up ATL.
Yeah.
Yes, I love
Yeah.
it. So, Noah, how are you feeling about pretty much like Atlanta being open right now? Like, you're an artist and you're out in these streets right now?
I wouldn't say, well, I mean, it is crazy, like, and it's been open for what, like almost like 2 months now? Like,
yeah, like I don't feel like we really shut down too much.
No, like we honestly like the tone, and it's crazy because I know a lot of people, like one of my friends from Boston, like they're still like, you'll get fined if you don't have a mask up there. Like up north, I feel like they're taking, like, it's a lot more serious.
Wow.
Also New York's probably like got hit like way worse, so it's like probably a lot closer to home up there. But it's like here it was kind of a lockdown, but like it really wasn't, you know?
Right.
And like people are already back out at bars, like it's crazy. I've been seeing everybody Snapchats. I'm like,
oh, so you guys are out. I see.
Yeah, like back to it.
Yeah. Well, you know, up north their population is really dense too, and there's so many people, so I can only imagine.
Yeah, and like Manhattan's like just an island, and like everybody's living on top of each other, so it's like someone in the floor below you coughs, so it's like you're at risk.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
that's scary.
Yeah,
that's scary.
Well, welcome to Skyy Level Media family. We've got Noah Scharf on. He's going to talk about his new music, so we're going to get into that with Crime. And, you know, one of the things we like to do here on Next Level Podcast, Noah, is an icebreaker, right?
Okay.
And so this one is going to be tell me about the time. So I'm pretty much going to give you like a scenario, like tell me about the time you first time you tied your shoes or something like that. Okay?
Oh, this is going to be some truth or dare? You're going to get me in trouble right now?
We're not doing truth or dare. No. I'm not going to put you out. Okay? You know, I'm not going to expose you in public like that.
Okay, please don't. Please.
I won't. These are easy.
All right, bet.
Okay, so tell me about the time when you first performed.
That's crazy, and that's like I haven't performed too much, which is the crazier thing. But like I remember vividly my first performance ever. It was like for the showcase. You know what Coast to Coast Live is?
Yeah.
Like how they were like, they still send me emails to this day. Like I'm still on their spam list. Like, and I remember going in there, and like before everything started, they were just playing music, and like there was like a dance circle going on, and I was in the middle of that shit going crazy, and like. Yeah, it was bad though. Like you don't want to see that. And then I came in third, which is the crazy part. But like everybody was telling me that I was gonna win because it was my first performance ever. But I was going crazy. Like my shirt got ripped. Like I was sweating. I was screaming. But like it was as soon as I did that for the first time, like I was like, oh my god, I have to do this for the rest of my life. Like
you knew that was your problem. This was it.
Oh yeah, then and there, literally.
Next one is tell me about the time when you first talked to Jeezy on the phone.
On the phone, I met him in person before I talked to him on the phone, and it was like I was so fucking nervous, dude. I'm like, here I am, this white like 6'6" Gogurt, like you know what I'm saying, just like in front of like one of the biggest pioneers in like ATL hip hop, and like I just like. He probably thought I was so fucking corny. Like I was trying so hard. Man, to just like be cool. But I couldn't, man. Look, I was so nervous.
Gogurt is cool. So you got it together.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me about the time when you first recorded your song in a major studio.
In a major studio. Okay. So the first time, and it was actually re-recording songs that I had made in like this basement, and then like when I finally got, you know, into my first situation, they brought me to re-record them all. And I think we did them at Blue Room, over there by I think it's off North Side. Yeah, it's like right off North Side. And then we did some. Oh, I got a low battery thing. Okay. Yeah, but it was there, and I remember people were like passing around like weed, and I'm like not too crazy on it, And like I just remember like getting so fucking high, and like I had to stop, and like we had to like go the next day because like I couldn't finish that shit.
Right. You're like, I'm done.
Oh, yo, it was so bad. It was so bad.
So that was your first experience. Welcome to the club.
Yup. Yup.
Okay, so I saw that on your Instagram you fell face first into a pool.
Into a pool. On that little trailer.
The Last Dance one.
Yeah.
So tell me about that, because did that hurt?
That's kind of my thing. Like I kind of just jump into like bodies of water, like that are too cold and shouldn't be jumped into. Like, did you see the little trailer I made for the Swoosh All Night where I jumped into the lake at Piedmont Park?
Yes, I did see that.
That was awful.
You're risky. Yeah.
That was awful. It snowed. I think it snowed like 2 days before I did that too. It was so bad. And then I got attacked by a goose. It was just bad. It was a bad day.
So who won? You or the goose?
The goose. Definitely the goose.
Definitely.
I came out of there like so emasculated. It was so bad. Like I lost
so
to
0
goose,
for
man.
Noah and 1 for the goose. I'm sorry.
Hey, they don't play around.
Last one. Tell me about the time when you wrote your song Last Dance in the Notes app on your phone.
Oh, the notes on my phone thing. That was like, yeah, okay. So that was a verse that I'd had for a while, because a lot of the times I'll write, it's like weird. Sometimes I'll just like write to a metronome. I'll just won't write to a beat at all, and I'll like have a verse just chilling. And then I wrote that verse I think like 6 or 7 months ago. So like I just had it sitting around, and then my friend, my boy Luke, who produces a lot of stuff for me, sent me the beat, and I was like, this fits perfect, and then we did it. And then the notes thing, that was kind of just like I was bored, and then like I saw someone like explaining some shit in their notes. It wasn't like a lyric video, but I saw them like putting pictures in their notes, and I was like, I didn't know you could do that, and so I just started doing stuff.
You discovered something. You stumbled upon a new iPhone activity.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, well, you survived the icebreaker. No,
Yes. Thank God.
I know. There's your 1 point. So now you get 1, and the goose has 1 because you survived the icebreaker.
Oh my God.
We're gonna get into the Q&A because I know a lot of people want to get to know you. You have the song out, Crime, right now. Tell me about the inspiration for that. I really love the melody, the beat. It just comes in like, you know, like that good music. It comes in where you just feel it real quick. So tell me about the inspo for that.
Thank you. That's crazy, because like one of the first sessions I had with Agency 99, who I'm with now, shouts to them. They had an engineer in there who's now like the only person I like want to use now. But like he just had like a whole list of beats, and he randomly clicked that one, and I got the same reaction you probably got to it. Like as soon as it came in, I was like, oh, this is different. Like this is music, you know. And Gib DJ, like he ended up being like, he produces almost everything. Every song I have put out right now, like that we put out this year, has been from him. We have like a couple projects together now. But that's another thing with like a verse. I had that verse for like 3 or 4 months, and then I just slapped it on there too. But yeah, it was like an instant connection with that song. Instant.
Yeah, I loved it. As soon as the beat came in, I was like, oh yeah, I'm right here with you. Like I'm here with you. I like it. So you mentioned you're signed with Agency 99. How does it feel to be signed with them, and how did it feel to meet Jeezy, like just being on a label with him and everything?
It honestly didn't feel real, you know, like just being who I am, and like not knowing what it takes to like make it in this country like he does, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'll never understand, like, you know, like people who make it from where he's made it, like that's like a legend, like it's a legendary mind state you have to have to like not like, that's like a non-complaining, like you're not waiting for anybody type mentality. And that's something that I really like forced myself to adopt pretty much recently, is like I have no reason to be like complaining at all, you know. And like that's like the main thing that I feel like I've pulled from being around them, is like ain't shit guaranteed. Like I just gotta go crazy.
Right. Yeah. Speaking on that, I know I've heard you tell a story about pretty much your dad wanted to kick you out, and like you were a pizza delivery guy or something like that.
Yeah.
Then this whole thing just kind of falls into your lap. So
what was
that transition like?
It was so lucky, because like, you know, that year, I got fired from like 5 different jobs. Like, I would like,
what's going on?
and like what I would do is like when I got fired from Sam's, like I was fired for like 2 months, but like I would put on my Sam's uniform and be like, all right, Dad, and then I'd leave the house and then go do Lord knows what. But like me getting fired from each of these jobs, like going to job, and then end up like being at Marco's, and then the pizza manager accidentally hearing one of my songs and then putting me on with the dude that like ends up signing me. It's just like fucking ridiculous.
Whoa, like
Crazy.
that's crazy. Yeah.
So lucky.
Mm-hmm. And you know, one of the things I've learned, especially about luck, like luck is really just preparation when it meets opportunity. And like you had your
That's
music,
real.
it was ready to go, and somebody was like, "Oh yeah, here's the gift right here."
So real. And like you gotta capitalize off it. Like you have to capitalize off it.
You gotta, yeah, facts. Well, that's crazy. Is that what
Insane.
inspired in the music video Wavy when you delivered the pizza to Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, yo. So like Hulk Hogan wasn't supposed to be in that video. So
What?
like I was on the moped, we were shooting the moped scene, and like we're in I think it's Clearwater in Florida. I don't know where, it's somewhere in Florida. And it's like his town where he lives, and there's like a Hulk Hogan museum, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're passing by the museum, and there's a wax figurine of Hulk Hogan. And then as we're passing it, Hulk Hogan passes us in his truck and chucks the deuces at us. We were like, what the? So I hawked him down on my moped, and I was like, bro, like, you gotta get this video. Cool ass dude pulled over and like literally just gave us free content. It was so crazy.
Yeah, that was like an epic moment in the video. I was like, oh wait a minute, that was definitely Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I was shook. I was
so
shook.
Love it. Oh, back to the music. One of my songs that I like that you have is called "Aw Man," and you talk about just the loyalty. Have you ever been loyal to somebody where it's been like a default to you?
For sure. And like that's like the one thing about loyalty, like that I feel like kind of like goes under the rug, is like first and foremost, like you have to be loyal to your happiness and like your mental stability, like, and nurturing relationships that have proven to be toxic. Like it's just like, it's like you can match that with being loyal to give you validation to stay nurturing things that aren't giving you anything back. So it's like I've definitely had that with like people, situations, but I've gotten to a place where it's like I know off rip, if it's not giving me anything in return emotionally, I gotta cut it off for sure.
Right. Yeah, it's gotta be genuine, especially in this sort of atmosphere.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Do you pretty much pre-write your music? Because I know you were talking to the Dirty Boys on 107.9, and you were saying that you mostly like to write your music versus freestyle. So is that still the same for you now?
Oh, for sure. It always is. Like I love to freestyle with friends, but like when I freestyle, like I'm talking about like beating your ass in like nice cars and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
It's like that's yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm just fucking around. But like that like doesn't translate to who I am as a person. Like when it comes to music, like I'm like real OCD. So like sometimes I'll have a beat for like 4 or 5 months and like write it 4 or 5 different times until I get it right. So it's like I just always want to make sure that like what I put out under my name and is attached to me is gonna always be an actual reflection of myself. You know?
Nice. I noticed that you kind of took a break between your EP and then dropping your music now, because I believe your EP was back in 2017.
2017,
so,
yep.
Yeah, what were you doing between that time? Were you just like working on music but not really putting a lot out?
Yeah, I was working on music, and I was just like, I was going through some things, you know, like how the industry gets, you know, sometimes stuff gets messed up, and then you like realize like what you're in. And so pretty much the whole time I was making music, but always like I was working on getting my situation like straight, you know what I'm saying, to where I'm not stuck in anything and like I'm being represented, you know, fairly, and like I wasn't at that time. So it's like I took a step back, and like it was probably the best thing for me because I grew up too, because I feel like if I could have kept going with that over me, but like I was surrounded by a lot of yes men. I was surrounded by, I feel like, some wrong people, and like I was saying, like relationships that weren't giving me anything back emotionally. So like I had to take a step back and like kind of grow up. But I'm really glad I did it looking back. Really glad I did it.
I can definitely kind of see the difference in your music. Like, yes, the music was dope that you were putting out when you came out with Wavy, but music now, it does feel a little more mature. It does feel very like genuine. So
Yeah,
sure.
and that we've had. I mean, like now I'm like, it's still because like I have so much through that time period that we've had, so it's like I'm already 3-4 things ahead of that too, and that's another thing that's hard is just like trying to get myself excited about old stuff too, because I'm always like overthinking about the future and where I'm gonna be next and shit like that. So, but yeah.
Speaking of the future and where you want to be next, when can we expect a project to drop? Like what's coming up?
So yeah, project that's gonna be like extremely soon, like within the coming months, and it's not gonna stop there too. Like we have a lot of stuff to like get out. So there's gonna be definitely a huge flood of music coming like within the next coming months, like multiple projects in songs and singles. So I'm so excited. I'm getting crazy.
Yes, I'm excited. Are you gonna have some shows in Atlanta so that people can come see you?
When the coronavirus doesn't fucking fuck shit, people are talking 2021 summer. Like,
I mean, it just doesn't look like that here, though. Like, when I tell you people are in the clubs, I was like, wait a minute, y'all not wearing your mask. Like,
yeah, people, and like that's what people don't understand. It's like, and people in like college towns and shit too, like they're already like they're back.
It's like partying. Yeah.
So if Corona
spins
the block,
party too,
Yeah.
Chill with. So Skyy Level Media family, we've got Noah Scharf on. You guys make sure you check out his song Crime. He's got dope things coming up for sure. So big ups to you, Noah. Do you have anything you want to leave with your fans?
That more is on the way. And to stay safe with your family right now during these times, and Black Lives Matter. And if you say all lives matter, please block me.
I noticed that you put a lot of voting things on your page too. How important is it for people to get out and vote right now?
It's so imperative. And what's crazy is like, to add on to the voting is like the research behind it, because when I went to the polls, I have a list of names that I had, but a lot of the people aren't even being represented on the actual screen, and you have to type it in. Like they're trying to play people. So it's like, on top of voting, like please just before you go, like just do a little bit of research. It'll take 10 minutes. People are giving cheat sheets, which is amazing, which is another thing that's great with the internet. So that's another thing. It's just like also voting, but educated voting.
Yes, educated voting. Because a lot of times it's like they say appointed, and it's like, well, do you just go ahead and pick them? Because you don't have any other choices. So you really need to know who you can write in.
Exactly. Yep.
So, yep. We appreciate you putting the words out there, Noah. We appreciate you for joining the live.
Thank you so much for having me. Seriously, you're amazing.
Oh, thank you. You're amazing as well. I'm definitely going to be bumping your music. I added all these to my playlist. I was like, yes, new music. Love it. So,
yes, it's all coming out. You're gonna be I'm gonna hit everybody when it comes out. Trust me.
Yes, make sure I'm in the mass text of please put my music out. Okay.
Yes, I got you.
All right. Thank you, Noah, for joining us. We will keep in touch, and we'll have you on Skyy Level Media, I'm sure, very soon when you drop some new music.
Yes, ma'am. You have a blessed evening. Thank you so much.
You too. Thanks.